I disagree.
Why is Sam here?
It's just how it's drawn in like fucking biology books. It's blue.
All right, and Sam is in here. You're getting circumcised soon?
Well, I was listening to the caller, and I thought I'd share a story.
Cool. Oh, you just decided that. Look at the confidence in this kid.
I know. He just comes in here all cocksure.
Doesn't ask like,
He's
hey, I might have a
cocksure.
story that's good for the show. He comes right in, puts the headphones on, and goes, all right, turn my fucking mic on.
Well, it relates.
Okay. You have a circumcision story?
Yes.
Okay.
I was 19 years old when I was circumcised.
No. No.
Dude, you guys didn't know
started your
that. Internship at 20, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good story to hear.
Yes, I was 19.
No.
Right. Yeah, I swear to God.
What happened?
Can we see it?
Danny, you
Is it
can't
scarred?
see it. No, it's perfectly fine and nice looking.
Why would you do that?
What happened? Take us through this, Sam.
Well, I wasn't circumcised, obviously, when I was
Right.
born. My dad wasn't.
Why? Because, old
It's just-
school.
yeah, I mean,
Handlebar mustache.
well, they were raised, in the South. I don't think anybody was.
Did he eat the cheese that built up under
Eat?
it? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not circumcised, I hear it could get a little cheesy.
Is
down
that one
there.
of the world's greatest
No.
treats?
Yeah, did he spread that on a nice cracker?
Yeah, a little.
Eat it with his buttermilk?
Oh, that's just
Certainly not.
So wait,
No.
would you have to peel it back and clean it a lot?
Well, that's the thing. I had this.
Do you get a big one?
Well, that's not to be talked about. It's fine. It's not small. It's not. It's,
But being like part black, you would think you would have.
Hey, what are you packing? You have a 7?
I mean, I don't know if I'm quite there. It's average. It's fine.
All right.
But
He's got a little one.
Yeah. No. Sam is skinny, and his chick is way too hot to tolerate a little bit. Because all he does is talk about wrestling. What else does she like in him? His cock. What do you think? She enjoys the fucking Hulk Hogan chats?
Did she have to go with you when you got your Bobby the Brain Heenan picture?
yeah, she took the picture.
Oh, so
She goes to the
right.
conventions with me.
Jimmy's right. You got a big piece.
Yeah.
Why
Was
else would
she-
she tolerate you?
Was she going out with you when you got circumcised?
No. No.
Who were you going out with? Were you going out with
Yeah,
a girl?
oh, yeah.
Oh, and this is the reason you got circumcised.
No, because it was because basically, for whatever reason, the hole in the foreskin, the urethra there, it wasn't big enough to stretch over.
So you couldn't get the head of your penis
Right.
out of your foreskin?
Correct.
You basically bought a turtleneck that was too tight to put on.
That's correct.
Just this frizzy head sticking through and he's pulling.
I mean,
How much of your cock would come through the skin?
0.
So when you got a boner,
What?
It's the foreskin stretched.
so but the head never
Over.
came out.
Never.
So and the most pleasurable part is the head.
Something I learned later.
What do you mean? You never?
my
No, I mean, everything was fully functional.
Yeah, of course.
I had no problem doing anything. But
Ew.
it didn't. The head was never fully. There was, you know.
Did you try to push it through every so often?
Well, once it became like, something that was pointed out, like, is this not happening?
Who pointed it out?
Well, I think the doctor did.
Oh, I thought you
shit.
went to your mom and went,
What do you think of this?
Help me out.
No, 'cause I
my
didn't-
wee needs fixing.
I didn't know, but the doctor, probably when I was younger than that, had said something, and then my dad questioned me about it in an embarrassing discussion.
Oh my God, I bet.
3 o'clock in the morning, he came in. Sam, you awake?
All right, let's see how this thing works.
And then, and so we went to the urologist to get, a word on it, like, is this dangerous? Is it whatever? The urologist said, no, it's fine.
But hold on, how do you clean under the foreskin? 'Cause that's how
you can't get your dick out.
That's a penile. It could be a penile cancer thing too. I think you have to clean properly.
Right, like, you have to point it up and actually get the water to go in the hole.
You couldn't do that?
Oh my God! What
No,
a
like, instead of
hassle.
peeling back,
Soap
you
up
have
your
to
hand and get
actually
a good
get-
jerk.
So how did you get? You couldn't actually just rub you under the skin around the
no,
head of
you
your
couldn't
dick.
get in at all.
So your fucking dick probably stunk.
I mean, it smelled fine to me.
Oh.
I bet did you ever notice this when a girl's like, "Oh, let me suck your dick"?
No, that situation never occurred.
Sam Snafu wants to know if your dad used his dick cheese for mustache wax.
No, he uses regular mustache wax.
Well, I want to make sure.
Can we have a picture of that, Danny? I want to see what that.
What,
I was
Sam's
gonna-
dick?
No. I've never heard of that.
It is I can't remember the medical term for it.
Yeah.
But it is. But it is when the foreskin doesn't stretch over the head or whatever. Like it doesn't. You can't peel it back. And
Tight foreskin. I knew you were going to go for that. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, there you
God.
go.
Wait, where is it?
Sam, there you go.
That's you?
No, that's a little...
It's not a picture of me.
But that's what you had?
Yeah.
How do you explain that to people out there? It's like
It's like the foreskin.
It's like a fucking mealworm.
it's like it's like an eyeball that's almost completely shut, right?
It looks like the end of a balloon with a penis inside.
Yes, that's correct. Except you can't stretch the end of the balloon at all.
No, that thing is stretched to the limit.
So you can even pop it out if you wanted.
No. That's the whole thing. It did not.
That is so bizarre.
Wow, that must have made sex real pleasurable, huh?
Well, it was fine. I thought I didn't know the difference.
Uh-huh.
So what happened?
You just know what you know.
You know what you know. Yeah. I mean, it was a little not so misshapen as that one, but
It looks like a sea cucumber.
Ugh.
If you want to Google image of sea cucumber,
short little off-centered pudgy one.
I think I got that right.
Oh,
You
God.
had a sea cucumber dick.
Okay, so you fucking...
Look, there's the sea cucumber.
Yeah.
That's one for my diving friends out there.
Wow.
Sam has a sea cucumber
I mean, it's
dick.
a flesh-colored sea cucumber.
Dr. Steve is saying it's called phimosis.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Well, how about that
Goddamn
drunk
Dr.
get on the
Steve.
line and fucking talk to us about it?
She's probably intoxicated.
Yeah, he probably is.
Bundling a surgery.
Just fumbling something right
Yeah,
now.
he's dropping a scalpel into an open wound.
Yeah.
So what happened? The urologist said what?
Urologist said, it happens. It's not typical, but it happens. And as long as it's not causing you pain, it's not an emergency. It doesn't. You don't.
Fuck you. It's not that it's causing me pain. It's not causing me the pleasure I can get when I'm fucking...
Did he say that?
No, he didn't. He didn't say that. He said, if you want to change it for aesthetics or for whatever reason, it's a simple procedure, and you come in and you do it, and you're out.
Okay, and what made you say yes?
Well, because it wasn't.
Did you see the picture?
No, but I mean, yeah, but if that's your thing...
kidding me?
Yeah, that's true. You've seen porn, so you do it.
Yeah,
most
I've
dicks.
seen porn. I was like, going forward, I don't want to have an explanation.
Yeah.
Every time I said, if I just do this, I didn't tell a lot of people I was doing it, so I wouldn't have to explain anything.
Is that why you kiss guys?
That has
Yeah.
nothing to do with anything.
What is this like? You go in. Is it a local anesthesia? Is it
Well, they knock you out.
They knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
And
Propofol?
I don't know what. No, it was actually because I don't ever do any drugs. I never had and never. This is it.
faggot.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And so
2 Anacin and he fell asleep.
they put in the IV and said, "This is just a cocktail. This is just to sort of."
Cocktail.
That's what they call it.
That's what your dick looks like.
They said this is just the starter. It's like an
Yeah.
appetizer, and then we'll give you the real anesthetic. But I didn't make it past that. I was out.
Yeah.
And so then you wake up, and it's just very bandaged up.
How long of a procedure did they tell you? Probably
No,
quick.
yeah, it's not long. I mean, I was up 2 or 3 hours later. I was awake, and
And now, how did you piss and things?
well, right after,
Yeah.
I mean, they leave the very tip exposed so you can piss.
So you have bandages, but
Yeah,
just
bandage
the tip,
and gauze.
just the tip.
And
It's like
the
the
stitches.
Invisible Man.
Oh God, that guy's a mess.
And I mean, it kills. It hurts. Like
Sure.
you can't.
Well, it's your dick.
It's like I did it. I was in college. I was a freshman in college, so I came home for spring break, and I scheduled it to do it on the first day.
So it's funny. What'd you do? Well, we were all in Fort Lauderdale. How about you? I had my tick, I wanted,
Had your what, Jim?
I wanted to say cock tip, so I said tick.
Had your TikTok.
Heads.
Oh,
Yeah.
So how long did it take before it didn't hurt?
Well, the stitches and bandages, you wait for them to come up on their own, like they wash
Where are
away.
the stitches? Where do they stitch?
Literally, like
Right around?
yeah,
thing?
right around. I mean, you can kind of see where it's done. It's right. It's just under the head. It's just stitched. Like they fold back the skin and just stitch it.
Do they stitch babies too? I guess so.
Yeah, they must.
Oh, okay.
I
I had no idea.
They have to. I mean, how else would it stay?
I guess they do. I
I'm
didn't.
not studying my son's... No, I don't
Take a
think-
look
You
at
should
it.
look at it. I mean, just so you know.
Fucking, I got peed on, but...
But they'd be like-
I didn't know. There's no stitches down there.
There would only be like 1 or 2 baby stitches. You might not have seen them.
I don't think so.
Maybe baby skin melts. I don't know.
Maybe they
I don't
don't.
know.
So what they put stitches.
We'll have to
Yeah,
ask
they put-
Dr. Steve.
Yeah.
In your case, they had to put stitches.
Yeah, and then covered up with gauze and everything, and then you just, I mean, for a few days you're just lying down the whole time. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. A few days you're just laying down.
So now you have to. When did you first take the gauze off to see the wound?
Well, I think it's like 2 days. It's like 2 or 3 days you peel off the gauze, and they said there's like a padding there that you have to take off too.
Uh-oh.
And I thought